We are Rocket. Dun, 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 dun. It's got a nice ring to it, doesn't it? So we've made our decision as a group, as a company, as a team. We're not going to sign the UWM Addendum. We believe in free choice and bringing the best loan to our clients. So this is an updated video. I'm deleting the video I published earlier today as there was some incorrect information when I jumped the gun. So basically, I'm going to bring everything to you right now. So number one, we're choosing Rocket. We're choosing freedom. We don't want to set a standard of banks telling us what we can do, what we can't do, where we can send clients, where we can't send clients, and then, threatening to be fined $50,000. So this is not an agreement we're comfortable signing. So we're sticking with Rocket. Bye-bye to UWM for now, unless something changes in the future. But the reason for this video is I'm going to bring a couple of things to your attention because as this kind of drama came out and Matt Ishbia made his announcement making mortgage brokers decide, you got to choose a side. If you're going to work with UWM, you have to cut out Fairway and Quicken. So really quickly, I'm going to show you guys the original screenshot of the addendum that we saw when we logged into our UWM portal. And again, this is just the gist of it. This is not the full agreement, but just so you guys know what we saw that morning when we went into our UWM portal was this here, basically saying the client acknowledges, the client being the broker, acknowledges and agrees that until the client provides written notice terminating its agreement with UWM, the client and its employees will not submit any mortgage loans through either Rocket or Fairway for underwriting, purchase, or funding. If the clients breach this contract, then they will be subject to liquidated damages up to $50,000 or $5,000 per loan, whichever is higher. So $50,000 fine. So this is the original addendum that UWM was making everyone sign. Now, an email came through my inbox this morning highlighting that in the fine print of this 19-page agreement, there were a couple other troubling clauses in there. So brokers were like, we have to choose Rocket UWM, but if you look at the fine print, it's more than that. So not only can you not send loans to Rocket or Fairway, but somebody brought to my attention this little snippet of that agreement, which again, I need to read in full, and I could bring you a full video of what it entails. And basically in the previous video today, I said that there was a new addendum, a new agreement that UWM was making brokers sign, but that's not true. This snippet is from the original agreement, but let's take a look. The transfer or sale by a broker of a mortgage loan locked by UWM during the lock-in period to another entity shall constitute a violation of the agreement, and the broker shall be liable and will promptly indemnify UWM for any loss sustained as a result of blah, blah, blah. Basically, oh, I didn't show you guys the snippet. Here we go. Basically, what UWM is saying is if you lock in a loan with them, you can't transfer that loan anywhere. That means if you lock a loan with UWM and rates get better by 50 basis points, you can't take your client and switch them over to another bank to get a better deal. That means UWM, if they screw something up and their underwriter makes a mistake, because hey, no one's perfect, mistakes happen. If there's a mistake or a delay or whatever the case, you can't take that loan anywhere else. So if you're locked in with UWM, you're closing that loan with UWM. You cannot transfer that loan. So again, part of the reason I didn't want to sign it, besides freedom and having choice, was it sets the wrong precedent and sets the wrong standard for mortgage brokers, like what's going to come next, what other lenders are going to be added to the list. But now as we look in the fine print, it's more than that. If you lock in a loan, you can't send it anywhere else. And UWM's justification for this addendum was, hey, we're not asking you to cut out all your lenders. We're just asking you to cut out 2. Just don't send loans to Rocket and Fairway. That's it. You can use the 73 other lenders out there. Well, apparently, if your loan is locked, you can't send it to any one of those 73 lenders. You're stuck. So again, this reinforces our ideology, our stance on this whole subject. So as you could see, if you read the fine print of this agreement addendum that brokers are signing, you're giving away a lot of rights. You know, so what's going to happen if a client comes to you, you lock in a loan, rates get better, you can't transfer that loan out of UWM. What's the client going to do? Either they're going to have a sour taste in their mouth because they're stuck with this rate, or they're going to go somewhere else. And the broker is going to lose business, and UWM is going to lose that business. So again, not the precedent we want to set as independent mortgage brokers. We want our freedom. We want our choice. So that's one of the things that's one of the reasons why we went down this route. Now, another thing that was brought to my attention, so apparently section 7.24 of this agreement, which I'm going to pull up and we're going to look at. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. All right, so if we look at this agreement and we go to section 7.24. So I have not read this full agreement, full disclosure. I'm just bringing this to everyone's attention as I'm being, and again, I will read the full thing, but as I'm getting kind of feedback on this, I'm just bringing it to you guys. So jury trial and class action waiver. So not only, let me make sure you guys are seeing this. No, you're not. Okay. So not only are you cutting out Rocket, you're cutting out Fairway, you cannot transfer a loan after it's been locked. Maybe after the lock expires, you can transfer it. But if you have a purchase and you have a rate locked for 20 days, you're not going to have time to wait for that to expire and then start over somewhere else. So you can't transfer the loan after it's been locked. And now you're giving up your right to a class action lawsuit if something were to happen. If anything were to happen, you're waiving your right to a class action lawsuit against UWM. So, guys, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. The more I look at this agreement, it's kind of crazy. The restrictions and the rights that you're waiving, and it's not good for you. It's not good for your clients. It doesn't create a competitive environment. Oh, by the way, on that topic of not creating a competitive environment, there's been another third-party nonprofit agency that I'm going to bring up right now, who is actually started a cause to go against this whole UWM scenario. So I'm going to bring that up right now just to give you guys a little bit more perspective on kind of the on what's been going on. That's not it. All right. So here we go. All right. So the Consumer Action for Strong Economy, the acronym is CASE, rolled out a campaign trying to protect brokers and competition in the mortgage industry. So they're going after UWM. They're trying to get them to stop this addendum situation that's going on. So it's just causing such a ripple effect of, just kind of just drama. It's so much drama that's been going on the past 7 to 10 days that it's taking away from brokers producing, helping clients, and focusing on this drama that's been created. So It's very unfortunate. I don't know where UWM is going with this. Like, I want to sit down with Matt Ishbia and say, hey, what's next? Is this it? Are there going to be any more addendums? Are there going to be any more restrictions? Can you promise that? I wouldn't even sign the agreement as is. But as we look through the fine print and we're seeing all of these clauses coming up that are bad for brokers, bad for consumers, and waiving rights to a class action lawsuit, what if they do something that's totally wrong and make a bad decision? Now I can't sue or a class action. I mean, it's crazy. So I want to talk to Matt and say, hey, when is this going to end? Is this it, or is more coming? And my other question is, why now? Again, the question that hasn't been answered is why now? UWM keeps pointing to Quick and say, well, they're doing this, they're bad for brokers, this. Okay, but why now? You guys have been in competition with each other for years. This is not new. Your company has just gone public. Maybe a month or two ago, if I remember correctly. They've gone public this year. So where is this coming from? Does that have anything to do with this? I don't know. And it's just speculative, but we want answers to this. Why is this going to continue, or is this it? Is this the end? So please leave a comment below whether you're on Team UWM or Rocket, or you're just a mortgage broker who's frustrated at this situation. Let me know what you think. And did you actually read the whole thing? Did you guys catch these clauses? And what are your thoughts on those particular clauses regarding waiving your right to a class action lawsuit, and B, transferring a locked loan? So again, what if rates get better by 50 basis points? That's thousands of dollars in savings to your client. On a $500,000 loan, 50 basis points is $2,500. So if you can't take your loan somewhere else and get your client a better deal by $2,500, it's not good for the client. It's not good for you, because essentially you're going to lose business. My dog is groaning in the back. She's tired of hearing about this. She's like, let's get over this. Let's just get back to producing. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'd love to get feedback on both sides of this argument and this situation. And I guess we'll wait to see what tomorrow holds. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate you watching my channel, following. Please subscribe. We're releasing videos with everything that has to do with real estate, mortgages, and the soap opera that is UWM versus Quicken at this point. So thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.